Hello, this is Grace talking, also known as Grey Fable. You are currently listening to Arkenmore, D&D Nor. In this podcast, I run my friends through my Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Nor theme setting called, you guessed it, Arkenmore. Atop the bones of the monster continent of Arkenmore, a land that was once the exclusive realm of heroes and adventurers, a new society was erected. Fueled by changing technology and powerful economics, the city of New Amphrosian now stands as the crown jewel of the human empire. However, rampant corruption and organized crime have tarnished what might have otherwise been a golden era. No content warnings for this episode, so let's begin. Welcome back, everybody. We had a brief pause, but we are back. And so, as a reminder, last session, that was when the party awoke in the guest house of Dr. Everard Whitehall. All of you, prison escapees, are just now beginning a new chapter of your lives, surrounded in seeming luxury. It didn't take long after waking for y'all to be summoned to the parlor room again, in the main estate. And there's where you found the doctors Whitehall and Zitaru listening to a news program on the stately radio, in which a person was making an announcement regarding an unthinkable tragedy that occurred on the island prison of Margato the prior night. Koloth recognized that the person giving the address was Arden Powers, the chief of the New Amphros police. Powers stated that many lives were lost and that police personnel were already dispatched to the island to search for survivors and to gather more evidence of necromancy. But no further details than that were given. Following this, Dr. Whitehall invited you all to a lovely brunch. After you all have had a chance to fill your bellies with the various fine dishes, he began to ask you about your plans and how you wish to proceed. And that's when he brought up the Black Skull Scepter again and his admiration, hinting that he would be willing to continue providing you room, board, and safety from the law, should you let him add it to his collection. After discussing matters amongst yourselves, Edward was elected unanimously to be the spokesperson of the group, and he rejected my suggestion to ask for more money, and at least for the time being, and instead suggested that Whitehall could hold on to the Black Skull Scepter for the time being, and the party might also be able to help him with the trouble he's having with his other unfrozen artifact, the Mirror of Ego, with the hopes that these favors will endear Whitehall to the party. And Whitehall excused himself from the dining hall with Dr. Zitaru, and that is where we will be picking up. Here, this new arrangement coming into place, and the butler, Mr. Wicker, coming to take your orders, as one thing that you did clinch in these negotiations was, in fact, lots of equipment that you requested to be ordered for you, and on Koloth's behalf, some tailored suits. That is where we begin. Now, of course, Callum, just to catch you up, you took in the morning to take a stroll around the gardens outside to get some fresh air, given your new freedom. And during your time outside in the very well-tended estate gardens, you find that the untamed wildernesses that you're used to, or the domestic farmyards of your village, are very different from this place. This place feels weirdly reserved, and everything has been neatly trimmed, everything's kept in its place. The roses blooming along the path waver in the cool sea breeze in bright yellow and pink petals, and even their thorns seem to be understated. And wherever you go, you're being tailed by some guards pretending to be on patrol. You can tell with your passive perception, or been following you and watching you. And even the gardener trimming the hedges seems to be keeping a close eye as you pass by. But if you wish to, now is the time when you can rejoin the party. If you are asked, you will be told that they are in the dining hall in the estate.
Yeah. No. Once we've kind of got just how sizable are we talking for the estate garden and grounds? Like, is it butting right up against like the edge of the estate itself, or sprawling?
It's not like hedge-made size, but there's like a very like long, nice lawn, and rows of hedges and bushes all around you on a neat path that you can walk down, and some nice trees give shade, and everything, and a view of the sea.
It's definitely, I think, a bit of a head trip for Callum to have been in that prison for so long, and then this is his first, like, we're back on the land now, we're in nature, inside of the city. It's very, like, I don't know, it's gotta be kind of weird, very rapid change of events. He probably has never seen nature like this before, but he definitely makes a note of the guards that are kind of more attentively keeping an eye on us, and he will go and rejoin the group in the dining room.
And when you approach this estate, you see some help. Another servant is very graciously eager to escort you to the dining room. As you can tell, given having a free reign of where to go is not quite in the cards yet. As you rejoin the group, you find them all seated at this very long table, the white tablecloth over the top. Lots of various dishes and plates with lots of mostly eaten food. Everyone's sitting around for drinks, discussing matters. The butler is there taking orders on what he can send for in the city to retrieve for them.
Callum will walk up and take a seat next to some of the others, and he'll say, "What are this?"
Well, do you want the short version or the long version?
You're all into it. The short version seems
right.
acceptable.
The good doctor is going to add the scepter to his private collection for the interim. In recompense, we are getting lodging, arms, armor, and other means with which to guard it. Additionally, we will be permitted to stay here. I don't know if you've heard, but on the radio, word has gotten out about Morgato. They're calling it an act of necromancy.
Have they sent anyone to the island yet?
No. Well, actually, I think they were planning to, if I'm remembering that correctly, DM.
The speaker on the program said that they had dispatched officers.
Only
rescue
officers.
and relief efforts.
Let's pray that they have guns.
I don't imagine that any commander would send their troops somewhere there's known necromantic events.
There's a mild shrug.
Charms.
Let's plan they know how to use those guns well, then.
Callum will kind of mutter a charm under his breath and makes a gesture, moving one hand to the other across his chest.
You make a good point.
Spirits protect him. Or don't.
I have not been impressed
Whatever.
with the local constabulary.
Especially not with that horde. But let's hope if there are survivors, they find them.
Maybe that is
Soldier
May.
Willie.
Is that scepter safe here? It's a
No.
powerful item.
That's whispered more under her breath. There's a reason why I am more reluctant to leave here if he wants to keep it.
The scepter is in the hands of a trained expert, a location it was not mere moments ago.
It would be wiser to destroy it.
I agree. But then
Yeah.
we'll have nowhere to go.
And yet it has proved a important bargaining piece.
Especially with what is going on with Morgato. Carmen looks uneasy. She has looked uneasy this entire time, but Callum is insightful enough to immediately pick up on it.
That's the kind of bartering chip turns into a snake in your pocket.
Yes.
Edward was
Additionally, if you want to talk about more snakes, he has another Amphrosian artifact that is apparently going awry.
Rich people. What does he want?
Indeed. Well, Ed over there has made a bit of a offer.
Have you know
We
it?
might be able to look at it.
What have you gotten signed us up for exactly?
That is a good question that can be more asked of him.
That is who it's directed to.
Alright. So what's directed at what?
Callum's asking you what you've signed us up for.
What did you just sign us up for in this Amphrosian artifact examination?
Yes. There is a patron who likes to keep a hold of Amphrosian artifacts. Among them is a mirror in his possession that has had some noted events, elements that have made themselves known, and we are tasked to tackle that, to uncover the specifics.
When you say elements, be more specific, like.
Well, there has been noted audio elements observed from outsiders around the room, and our patron, his solution to these elements making themselves known was to sequester rooms and keep everyone outside where these anomalous events were occurring.
It's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. He was confident that it would correct itself, but considering what we've experienced with an Amphrosian artifact, and considering his own eagerness to accept us on this assignment, I don't think this is going to be a self-correcting problem.
The timing being especially suspect, considering what we've brought with us.
And your plan as far as actually dealing with the thing?
Up in the air. We've dealt with one. I am leveraging dealing with this one against our patron to ask for additional favors and support.
Well, I'm certainly game to try and take a look, but following your logic, if you get hit by a car and survive, doesn't make you a professional getting hit by a car person.
We are all very new to this. I will admit that up and down. We are all very new to this. We don't know what to expect, but I feel that we can at least try and give. I think it is better than just letting the professor ignore the problem to resolve itself.
We're also not all new to these things. Both Carmen and Callum have shown great experience in dealing with these kinds of artifacts.
Callum looks at Carmen.
Or at least mysteries of the magical kind.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two, but if it's some sort of Amphrosian artifact, I don't
know anything
how that works.
about
a rudimentary exorcism maybe, but well,
you know how to do exorcisms.
It wouldn't
Carmen.
look like one to you, but yes.
You knew of the danger posed by the rod at a mere glance.
Yes.
Don't downplay your expertise.
It was summoning dead things back to life.
Ah, well, this may yet be a yet unfettered, unfielded
Did you
expertise.
not think that was a bad thing?
Summoning undead was clearly a bad thing, yes. However, like, all right, we're focusing on the now. You know what the now is, Carmen? You know what the now is? We're all ex-convicts. Emphasis on convicts.
Oh, you've already signed us up for this, Cheekbones. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, being called an expert on this situation is not something I'm necessarily qualified for.
It's possible I chose my words poorly. I mean to say merely that you have some expertise.
And I'd happily provide whatever I can.
With that in mind, with our assorted talents, I think we are more expertly posed to tackle this problem than our patron.
You hear a soft cough in the corner. And with sirs and madams, like any other assistants in this matter, you hear Mr. Wicker ask.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Is there enough food for Callum?
He's
He
probably put a
motions
plate
to
together.
like the sprawl on the table. Anything that is lacking, I can notify the chef.
Paper and a tool to write upon it. We will have a list of requirements.
He kind of takes out his little clipboard. Can take those notes if you would prefer.
And then after having conferred with Carmen previously, in case we haven't done it diegetically, Koloth will dictate our list of needs as outlined in the previous discussion.
Correct. And yeah, and just to reiterate, a lot of these, the limitations of what you can ask for, mostly unsaid. I'm sure at least a few of you are already aware, like, Edward has a good idea of not to ask for too much. You guys compiled your list before we started the session, but it was, anything worth 10 gold notes or less for a total party budget of 50.
50.
Which, you guys have already supplied. He's writing these all down, like, kind of just nodding as you're going. You don't see too much hesitation on what you're asking so far. It doesn't seem but he's a very difficult man to read. Even as he was standing by while you guys were all conversing about yourselves and his patron, nothing from him. Not a single thing. This man is nothing if not professional.
Amazing. I'm so happy that he's going to immediately tell the doctor.
As he should.
You don't know. You don't know if that's his play or not.
For sure.
You don't. Yeah. There's not much of a flicker or anything. Like I said, he's Mr. Wicker here. He's middle-aged, halfling male, well-dressed. He's got hair combed back. You see like streaks of silver in it. Nods along. He has an accent from the south of the continent. So you know he's probably those who you are from the city know he's probably a transplant from into New Amphros.
Mm-hmm.
And he will say when he gets to the end, help you understand. I will send for these at once. However, it will be. He kind of checks a watch on his wrist quickly, but couple of hours as he sends a car out to the main city. As I've been made aware, the tailor has been dispatched. He should arrive here within the next 90 minutes. Nice, Mr. Koloth. I hope that he will suit your needs. And anyone else here who would like to take advantage, his services will be made available. He nods to the rest of you.
There's a nod.
Your professionalism does you credit. Your master
Okay.
keeps a
Bows. Thank you,
trained
sir. Thank you. Is there anything else I can provide you?
Can you tell us anything about this mirror? How long it's been in the house? When it started having issues?
Why, of course, sir. I can tell you what I know, though it is little. It is a artifact of great value to the master. He acquired it a couple decades ago. It is an excellent showpiece, but not as he is, I've been made to understand, has not been an actively magical artifact. There were some disturbances with some guests who looked into it when he was showing them the floor, claimed to see some ghosts over their shoulders or some sort of events of that sort. However, the master, Dr. Whitehall, examined the mirror thoroughly, and there was no signs of magical activity at those times. We had one more incident of such nature last evening, mere few hours before you all arrived. Thereabouts. A few hours after dark, I believe, when the maid, Miss Alice, was cleaning the showroom, and she claimed she saw something peculiar in the mirror. As usual, Dr. Whitehall did not think much of it, but he checked the mirror nonetheless for signs of magical activity, and this time he seemed concerned that his test proved positive. Out of excessive precaution, he deemed it fit to lock the showroom and not bid anyone in there for the time being until he could conceive of a better way to approach the issue.
Well, that is fortuitous timing, isn't it?
Where is Miss Alice, if you don't mind us speaking with her?
She is taking an easy day. She was somewhat rattled from the experience, but I can fetch her for you if you wish.
Whenever she is free, we would appreciate that.
He bows. If
Maybe
you
it-
like, I could fetch her right now.
It would be for the best if we could talk to her when she's peaceable.
Perhaps you should meet us at the other house.
You'd
rather
like
than
her
coming
sent.
through.
You would like her sent to the guest house, then, sir?
I believe that that's for the best.
Very good, sir. She will be made aware. Anything else I can do for you?
You know,
Go ahead.
the rooms in this guest house, they're looking kind of, well, at least ours is, a bit bare. Is there any chance I could get some Ranger Rick lobby card?
Alright. Just to backpedal a bit, you're asking for Ranger Rick what?
Lobby cards? They're like movie posters, but they're like smaller versions that they would release with like specific scenes.
Did you guys have any money left on that list that you asked
Yes,
for?
we did. We had a couple silver notes left.
He's going to look over the expansive list that you just had him write down. And he makes some checks. Seems to be doing some calculations, and he nods. I could possibly send for some of those, yes, miss.
Maya just looks ecstatic.
And Carmen just rests her head in her hands.
Our thanks to you.
Of course, sir, of course. And he bows again.
Oh, then we should probably head back to the guest house.
He motions, and I shall escort you then.
That would be appreciated.
And so he
Oh,
will
excuse me.
lead your party once again across the lawns, past the pool, to the smaller but no less luxurious guest house, the more modern fittings than the main estate. He will say when you arrive there, please, if there's anything else I can do to make your stay more comfortable, anything regarding your investigation of the Mirror of Ego, do not hesitate. Just let one of the personnel know. I will inform Miss Alice that you requesting her company. She will be here shortly. With that, he will leave you.
Once he's gone, is it just us? Is it
Yeah.
just like the people from Morgato?
Just the Morgato peeps.
Which
Once he
includes a
has
few
left.
people.
Yeah, no, we got lots of people in here,
Yeah.
but once he leaves, Callum will address at least like the rest of you,
Yeah.
and he'll say, when I was taking a walk around the grounds earlier, I was tailed by many guards badly pretending not to be doing so. Even
Imagine.
the gardeners were watching me. I wouldn't assume that we have freedom of the property.
Each and every one of us represents a massive potential security risk, except for myself, of course.
And why is it that you're different?
Because he's a hob.
I swore that I would do nothing to offend or hurt my host and offered him my blade. In truth, if he requested that I enforce rules upon the rest of us, I would be expected to do so.
That wouldn't be very good for us.
Potentially not. Are you intending to harm this man?
Not if he doesn't intend to harm us.
He's going to harm himself.
With
He's
that being the
correct.
case, if he were intending to harm at least my person, I would be justified in acting against him. So you have nothing to worry about my part.
And the rest of you, anybody have any experience dealing with cursed objects, the ancient artifacts, rich people shit?
Only what we've encountered in the prison, which led us to this whole thing.
I've had a singular experience, and I'm fairly certain it was nothing like what we're about to encounter here.
I'll also be surprised if any of us have any experience with dealing with Amphrosian cursed artifacts. But I'm willing to be surprised.
You're the big city folks.
Speaking of things
I-
that influence...
No, look. I want to digest that statement for a second. Big city folks, like, in terms of dealing with ancient Amphrosion artifacts, like, all right.
Put you a lot closer than us country bumpkins.
Proximity, I don't think is in question. In terms of like, it's just sheer. I think we, as far as city folk are concerned, are just as likely to encounter and deal with an ancient Amphrosion artifact as you, bumpkins. As
You
some,
turn into a bear.
you know what? In terms of
I don't
like,
see what that's got to do with ancient
I'm
artifacts.
actually going to state that they're different things.
well,
Oh,
I
of course.
just feel that like, like in a lineup, who has, if you're looking for someone who has a knowledge of an ancient artifact, do you go with the drugged
Carmen points immediately to Ed.
gambler, or do you go to the country bumpkin who can mystically turn into an animal, specifically?
You actually, you're
Why
connected
me?
to some variety of thing that I
It's
still don't
un-
necessarily understand.
unrelated. It's unrelated. You know
That's kind of the trouble, really. is that that's also something different.
No, this is a good point. That we can. This is a good segue. I'd like to point out, like, we are here in confidence.
Where's your father?
Hopefully in bed. However, I saw him. There was this exchange between him and the guard outside the window.
Carmen's immediately walking to the room that Ed put his dad in.
Still, as you walk away, still digging into that. I'm not sure what's going on. All right. Carmen, what I can do, he can do better. Just keep that in mind, Carmen. Okay.
It's also a repository of all kinds of knowledge.
Then we should dig into that. Yes. However, again, while we're on the subject, we got distracted because Carmen wants to check on my father for good reason. Everything Amphrosian, I have nothing to do with. I have no knowledge of. I admit I'm different. My repository of knowledge, everything I've gathered is different. But it is not Amphrosian as far as I know.
Well, Callum will look Ed up and down, and he'll nod, and he'll say, I don't know anything about Amphrosian artifacts. I've seen a curse removed once or twice. I'm not sure I could reproduce it if I had to, but if it's got anything to do with what that scepter does, that is old, evil magic.
It is old, powerful magic. Like the scepter. My first personal brush with Amphrosian magic is, as far as I understand. But yes, if the mirror is capable of half of what that scepter can do, it is bad news.
Carmen, so is your going upstairs to the Edward and Charles Flick's room. What do you do?
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't stop a beat. Hand is on the baton, and we enter into the room. She gives 2 knocks. Is there any sort of response on the door?
All right, you give 2 knocks. There is a brief pause. Then you hear a still kind of raspy voice. Yes.
Okay, he's still there. She leaves.
That was very forgiving.
Carmen, what are you thinking right now?
Oh boy!
Oh, he fucking left.
Oh,
well, what were you thinking?
What Ed just said.
Okay.
But the fact that she heard him say words means that he's still within earshot in her mind.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Just, if there's surface thoughts.
Oh, stop. Ed said, oh yes, no, he's talking with one of the guards outside of the windows, and Carmen goes, oh, he left.
Is that surface thought stuff that there? That's fine. That's fair and fine.
Yeah, and then he's okay, relief, and then she goes back downstairs.
Oh no.
All right.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm not going to read too much into that.
Hey, you can deal with that later.
Maybe.
Have fun with that. She will say, heard Charles Flick. He's probably still in his bed. You might want to check on him later.
I will. To the grace of himself and others, he is still infirmed and regulated to bed rest.
Good.
We are also overlooking something very important.
Okay. Please, yes. Illuminate us.
Maya's comfort handling the rod indicates some kind of knowledge as well.
That was not comfort in her handling the rod.
Okay, you did not. All right, you were not present in Maya's mind. Her being able to handle an ancient artifactive nonsense. It makes sense to me just by virtue of what I've seen before.
What have you seen?
You heard what she said.
When we found ourselves in confinement in the depths of Morgato, Maya proved herself to have the sound, powerful, present mind and strength of will.
Yes.
Dwarven ghosts approached us, she was able to translate their musings to actionable intelligence. When the guards harassed her, she was able to fight back herself through psychological warfare. I think that her talents speak for themselves.
You're really
And then he
giving
sits
me
back
too
kinda
much credit.
smugly. Like, I've collected some very useful people. They can handle this, and they're nervous, but it's fine.
The rod provided all the comfort in the world. I did not need to have comfort when holding it. It gave me comfort to hold it.
That isn't a good thing.
What does that mean?
May I call off? I am the resident peeker into the mines. Hello, it's me. And I have seen mines. I've seen a multitude of mines, more than I would care to, and I will continue to do so. Just while we're on the table, I'm going to continue to pick your minds. That says a lot more about me than you. But I'm just putting it on the table. I'm going to look at each and every one of your minds. That's never going to stop.
Oh, Koloth meets your eyes and stares kind of intensely for a few seconds.
Yeah,
and then he tries, you can see him physically compose himself afterwards.
It's never going to stop. But by virtue, there's trauma there. We can get into that later. But for now, we're going to dig into Maya. Maya, I read her mind. I got a good feel for it. It is not a labyrinth. It's not a maze.
Mind is fine.
It's a well-ordered...
It's a movie theater.
Everything should be a movie theater.
See, that probably sounds innocuous to you, but when she says that, it's haunting. You don't know, because I've been there, and I've seen her thoughts, her surface thoughts. I've seen some of her surface thoughts, I've seen some of her deeper thoughts. It's all...
She's fine, Ed.
She's not. You think she's fine. You have fallen for the mask. You have fallen victim to the mask. You have all fallen victim to the mask.
It's
I'm
possible
fine.
that her
I'm fine.
grip on her sanity will benefit all of us.
Her grip on her sanity.
You seem to be struggling with the weight of these effects, which is understandable. You're in grounds none of us have seen before. But
Yes,
Maya seems well.
Maya, are you sane?
I'm as sane as anyone else here.
it makes sense to her. You have not seen.
She doesn't know how to lie. No, you don't understand. She does not know how to lie.
You're all fools. You're all fools. You're all the
Sure,
babies.
Cheekbone. Fine. I'm a
understand.
fool.
What is? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, she is completely put together.
Not to minimize my friend's existential breakdown or anything, or to take any credit away from you, Maya. Great work. Love what you do. Is there anything to what Koloth is saying? Do you know how to handle artifacts like that, or was it all just it came to you when you held it?
It came to me when I held it. It's like you go home after a long day and you sleep in your bed. It's the most comfortable thing ever, right? It was like that, except a new bed. Perfectly
can
plush, everything.
If you start feeling that way about the mirror, smash it.
Good.
I mean, we could just smash it to begin with. That'd be a lot easier.
I think
I
we'd
would
get
rather
paid
not
if we
lose our
smash it.
house.
I would actually recommend strongly against smashing the mirror.
That
There are several
said-
reasons for this. One of which being that our host has threatened us already.
Twice.
And he has armed guards trailing us.
Now-
On guards and resources that we could make use of.
I don't think Edward would have made this promise without a plan. Until this time, I have been making inferences as to what that plan may have been. Those inferences have been disregarded and refuted by each and every one of you. With that being the case, I'm currently reliant upon your thoughts. Edward, reveal your thinking to us.
Okay, all right. Hey, everyone. You're all gathered here. Where are we right now, actually? I just
We're
want to
in
picture...
our house.
We're in
I want
the
to picture
parlor.
the scene.
The parlor,
We're in the
guest
parlor.
house.
We're seated at the table. It's like,
Yeah.
all right,
We're
smoking
smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
parlor.
Yeah.
fucking Ed. This is the first cigarette that Ed has fucking had since a long time, since he's been incarcerated. Okay, good, very good.
That's not true. The warden gave you one when you were interrogated.
It's true.
It's true. I don't count that one because he's so sweet.
Where we are now, posting. Boom.
8 billion years jail for you.
Wait, I
3
thought we
billion
were in the
years jail.
parlor, so wouldn't we be in
Yeah.
the blue
We
room?
will not all fit in the parlor.
Do
There
we
are
wanna-
8 of us. We are not all fitting in a parlor area.
Okay.
Unless someone wants to take to the floor.
Unless someone's
Someone's
sitting
probably
down.
leaning on the wall.
That's true. Like, not everyone has to be sitting down in the parlor.
Hey, people can fit in the
Yeah,
parlor.
also, we've got a bunch of pillows. You can just put the pillows on the floor.
That's fair. That's fair. Hold on. Edit.
Ed is going to immediately. Maybe this is because of the shit he's dealing with his own father, but he's going to immediately snag himself a seat. It's like, I'm not doing this in waking hours. I trust you. I'm not doing this in waking hours. Fuck you. I'm getting my seat. I'm.
Carmen is probably going to be leaning against the wall nearest to the doorway area.
You know what? Yeah, look at that. Ed is going to be seated in, you know what? The northeast. That little love couch.
Oh, you got a little love couch going.
Yeah.
Very good.
Is there
Olaf
a
is happy to sit
fireplace
in
in
the
here?
middle of the couch.
Middle of the couch. Say that again?
Is there a fireplace in here?
Literally to the far left.
Assuming that one's not going already, Callum's gonna walk over to the fire pit, and maybe it's dying.
Mhm.
Toss another log or two on there, and mutter an incantation, and then light up the fresh logs.
I'm getting used to seeing magic in motion. It's been some time.
I'm tired of being cold.
No, I understand it. Honestly, at seeing you cast that spell, it was...
It's a slow thing, but Carmen is drifting from the door towards the fireplace slowly.
That's fine. Ed is still laid out on the love seat.
So Ed, how many spells do you reckon you could cast before you couldn't cast anymore?
It depends on the spells. By my own recollection and what I've tested in the prison, there are some spells that I can use ad nauseum, and there are some spells that will tax me.
In the old tongue, there was a word for the ones you could use over and over again, but it doesn't really translate. You could think of it as what's the term? This wizard's cantrip.
I understand the denomination. Yes. It's a little different. Mine is a little different. Similar though in capacity. Yes. I can do a fair few, and I'm willing to share what I recognize that I'm capable of doing. It is an effort-going process. Learning what I can do, it's fascinating and frightening.
Now,
You still think that you're in control. Sorry, Grace, I did not mean to interrupt.
well, I was technically one interrupting, cause I'd say it's been a few little bit, and it's around this time that you hear that familiar bell with the kind of pleasant tony ding dong dong.
Oh no.
That's probably the tailor.
Or it is the maid.
Either one.
Shall we admit them?
Yeah. Carmen will go from her spot at the wall down to the floor level and open up the door.
You open the door, Carmen, and you see a young, petite, human female wearing a sort of traditional French-made kind of an outfit. She has a long brunette hair and a long French braid that goes down her back. She freezes up when she sees you for a moment, almost like a deer in the headlights look as you size her up. Then she seems to gather her wits and does a slight curtsy. Says, "Oh, hello, you wanted to see me?"
You're Alice.
Oh, yes. Yes, I am, miss. Sorry.
We appreciate you coming. Please come in.
Oh, yes, thank you. She kind of is like looking around her surroundings quite a bit as she's quite timidly steps over the threshold.
And we'll show her upstairs into the actual parlor area. And we'll draw the piano stool with our feet so that she'll have a space to sit. And we'll look to her and say, we wanted to talk to you about the mirror that you apparently encountered last night and what you saw there.
Her eyes dart around the room, looking at each of you in turn, lingering on some of you a bit longer than others.
What's she lingering on?
Lingering on... Well, they actually linger on Edward for a few moments.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Weird.
You just invited the rumble tumble. My mind's gonna go directly in hers.
No.
Oh no.
The poor
Why-
girl has
don't
no
call
idea.
it that. Can you not call it that? We can call it anything else, just not that.
Fine. We will call it parentheses detect thoughts.
There you go. Good boy.
A little bit of that razzle dazzle.
A little
Yeah.
razzle dazzle.
Little razzle dazzle. Let me enter her mind.
Yikes.
Swingity swooty.
Doesn't even know her name. Can you believe that?
She's just like another hurried curtsy. He's like, "Oh yes, sorry. My name is Miss Alice."
It's very kind of you to take your time, Miss Alice.
Edward,
We-
you know that she's deliberately trying not to look too much at Koloth.
Oh, interesting.
And you notice in her like mind, even though she's not looking at you, you can see like an after image of your face embedded there.
Well, that's fair. I am a handsome man.
I mean, it's true. The mirror. I was told
Yes.
that you were going to investigate it for Dr. Whitehall.
That is correct. But you were the last person to encounter a incident with it, so we would like to know what happened. And when it happened, if you can remember.
And please, don't be nervous. You may address us as Koloth.
Oh,
You-
okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Just whipping out the royal we.
Yeah, it's just all right. Call off on the table.
Carmen is almost... She's not accustomed to softness or kindness, but there is an attempt that is at least being made as she's speaking to this very nervous woman.
Yeah, and despite saying, like, please don't be nervous, Koloth is visibly, like, as imperious as one can be in that kind of robe.
She starts to recount her story. Well, I haven't been working here for very long, but I clean that room every single day. Make sure that everything And the showroom looks good and polished.
Mm-hmm.
It's very routine. It's a very simple part of my duties, and nothing has ever happened in that room before. Not to me. Um, so when I saw something, I really did see something. I wasn't in my head or anything. I've looked at myself in that mirror every single day since I've been working here while I clean it.
We believe you. What
Thank
did
you.
you see?
We would not have wanted to speak with you if we did not trust you.
Thank you. So, I mean, this is going to sound kind of stupid. But I saw myself. But I was wrong.
What
way?
kind of wrong? Hey!
Same brain cell.
Sharing it.
The first time that we speak at the same time, Koloth leans back and will no longer speak again.
Well, I was cleaning the mirror, and just as I was looking it over to make sure I didn't miss any smudges or any dust, I saw myself in it, like I usually do. Except, for some reason, when I was looking at myself, I got this feeling like it wasn't me that I was seeing. Like, there was something just not quite right about my reflection. So I tried to get a closer look. As I was leaning in and looking at my face, I thought for a moment I saw myself smile. But I wasn't smiling. I mean, I could see it, but I wasn't doing it.
You did good in backing away from it, and from alerting your employer. Was that the only thing that happened?
Her shoulders kind of drop, like she seems a little put out. Yes, I'll be honest, that was all.
That is good. These artifacts are dangerous. It is good that that is all that happened, and that you backed away when you did. Do you know of any other incidents that have happened with the staff, either during or prior to your employment in the doctor's care?
The other members of the staff think the mirror is a bit of a joke. Well, they like to play pranks with it sometimes. For the first day I was here, one of the other maids snuck up behind me and grabbed my shoulders when I was cleaning it. Some of the guests, there hasn't been any for a long time, but when Dr. Whitehall has guests over to see the artifacts, sometimes they look in the mirror and they claim they see ghoulish things like ghosts or something, and Dr. Whitehall laughs at that.
Is that so?
Well, he said he laughed at what I saw too until he checked the mirror. Then he seemed to change. Like he got serious all of a sudden.
Do you remember? Yes?
You said you were new. What happened to the woman previously in your position?
Oh, she retired.
Are many of the maids retiring lately?
Shakes her head. No, I'm the first new staff member they've had in years, is what what Mr. Wicker told me. He is very it's kind of her mouth twist a little bit. He was very exacting about how he trained me to make sure I knew everything I was supposed to do. I think there was a routine that he was used to. He didn't want me to upset it.
That checks for a butler. Question for you, though. When this incident happened, that you saw yourself, when do you routinely clean? Do you remember the time that it might have been?
Well, it was a holiday,
Mhm.
so I was a bit later than usual. We had a lot of, the other servants were having a lot of drinks
Mhm.
in the quarters. Most of the things we were told we could neglect. But Mr. Wicker told me that I should do a quick cleaning of the showroom anyways. And it was already after dark.
Is it routine to do so even on holidays? The cleaning of the showroom?
She kind of shrugs. Yeah, I guess so. I'm crazy about it here. I mean, sorry. He's very
do not
thorough about keeping the showroom
I won't say
clean.
anything. Interesting, though. Is it because of guests, or is there a reason given?
Oh, she kind of starts like twiddling her thumbs a little bit, messing with the tie on her apron. Well, I think from what I understand is that, I mean, Mr. Wicker is not very straightforward when he says stuff, but I think it's because Dr. Whitehall is very proud of those things. He wants to make sure they're in good shape.
Here's a nod. Makes sense. They're all worth a fortune.
She nods. Oh yeah.
Do you know anyone else who's currently employed here who has had instances or visions in the mirror? I know it's a joke, but have there been any other ghost stories, any other startles late at night?
She kind of thinks it over. We were telling some ghost stories last night for Long and Nacht. But I think it was all made up, to be honest.
Well, and I hate to be the one to ask this, but were you inviting much? Overly much? Prior to these visions?
She frowns like a little bit. I had a few glasses of champagne, but before I could drink too much, I was told to make sure that the showroom was taken care of.
That's good. That means that what you saw was likely what you saw indeed. Right then. There's a card over hands. Any other questions?
Something seems to be bothering you, Maya.
It's not particularly bothering me. I was curious about the turnover. If this is a regular occurrence, then the maids would be leaving. But they're either being paid handsomely enough to not care, or it's not affecting them much.
She
Great.
frowns. Well, like I said, the mirror, people like to gossip about it all the time, but Dr. Whitehall never took any of it seriously. Some of the other servants still think I was being hysteric, but there's something that bothered him when I told him about the mirror.
Did he say anything?
Well, he was very kind. He gave me a small cup of brandy, told me that it happens all the time, not to worry about it. He didn't seem to believe me. Then he went upstairs to the showroom and checked it. Then he came back downstairs and instructed Mr. Wicker to lock the showroom and not let anyone else in. then he told me I could take the rest of the night off and to... Well, today he told me to take things easy.
And do you know anything about the woman who you replaced? Other than she retired?
I think her name was Elma. I was told she had been here for a long time and that she was old. That's about it, she shrugs. Some of the other servants talked about her, saying that she was really stuck in her ways. But that was about it.
Interesting. And did any of the other servants take you seriously?
She shakes her head. Well, they had a good laugh about it because it was the holiday and they thought it was really funny that I saw a ghost or something during the longest night.
Well, considering what we saw during the longest night, I suppose this isn't the strangest thing.
Her eyebrows raise as you say that.
Oh boy.
Oh? What did you see?
I'm glad we have Maya to comfort all our NPCs.
Yeah.
Please do not be alarmed. The undead we fought last night are trapped on the island of Morgato and are unlikely to appear here.
Well, you didn't need to break it to her like that. I'm sure she heard the radio broadcast.
They did not mention any undead, as I understand it.
They
It's
said
true,
necromancy.
she says in a kind of strangled voice.
They said necromancy, but that can mean a lot of things.
Kalatha lean in again like, of course it is.
Oh,
But then he puts on a face like it's another ghost story.
make a deception check.
Yeah, if she's gonna start freaking out about it, he backtracks that shit immediately. It's like, alright, that doesn't work out. That's fine. No big deal. We're just gonna...
Skill test against panic attack.
Alright.
You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna do
Spend
some thing. We're just gonna
spend your battle mastery for some
yeah, I was
skill
gonna go
mastery.
another D6 of that one. Oh no,
There
that
we
doesn't
go.
work. I'm sorry, I lied.
Oh, that's right.
I
Intimidation,
don't get to do it when I'm
performance, or
lying.
persuasion.
Ha.
Ah, that's true. That's holy shit, yeah.
Tactics.
You know, Miss Alice, we were able to fend off the undead well enough last night. Should anything attack you here, you'll be perfectly safe as long as we are around.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we all came from. I don't know if you know, we all came from that island, and as you can see, we're all quite able and functioning, thanks to the grace of your patron.
Oh, Empress, she's looking at all of you. I'm sorry, I had no idea.
I'm back. Oh god, what did you
yeah,
just do to the girl?
We revealed to her they were prisoners from the island of Morgato.
No, you didn't say prisoner.
Ah.
You didn't say prisoner.
We did
You
not
said-
say that.
That
We
might
said that we
get
heroically
that might
fought
elicit a different reaction if you said prisoner.
Yeah.
So that you're
That's true.
survivors.
What Kola
We're survivors.
said
Yes,
was
we are.
fought undead.
Yeah, we fought undead. We were from that island itself. We did not say prisoner. That's true. We did not say prisoner.
That
Why
is-
would we say
That is
prisoner?
so good. Thank you.
No, we're heroes, actually.
Yes, we're all heroes. Each and every one of us in the making.
Let's make a point of not saying that again to anybody.
I mean, I think, God, you know what? We've gotten too comfortable.
That we can-
We've gotten too comfortable in the confines of this estate and what it knows about us. But I think it's fine considering word is gonna travel amongst the staff.
Well,
We
it
came here
certainly
by
is now.
boat.
Yeah.
It definitely is now.
We came by
what-
boat in the middle of the night.
Correct.
Yeah.
We came here by
During-
boat.
The announcement.
Wearing
Well,
prisoners' uniforms.
Yeah.
Wearing
Yeah,
prisoners' uniforms.
With guns.
well, some of
Guns.
us came here in prisoner uniforms. Not all of us.
Right, some of us were
Mhm.
dressed as guards. So
Correct.
controlling the narrative is actually pretty powerful.
Right, as you do. Well, you know what? I was dressed as a guard,
One guard.
controlling the narrative. I feel I'm emboldened to do this.
Alice is now saying, I thought Margaret was lying. Oh my goodness.
No, it's complete. Look, it's all fine. We're here, you're here, everything is completely fine, and that whole thing, it got out of control in the moment, but the authorities are there, and it is being dealt with appropriately.
But if you do happen to see a new staff on display, maybe be careful on cleaning it.
All right. Well, I
A
mean,
staff?
practicing caution against Amphrosian artifacts, I think, is fine, and something if they are dealing with, they should have been equipped to know ahead of time, right?
If it was dangerous, then Dr. Whitehall wouldn't put it on display. That's why he locked the room.
Oh no!
You're cleaning an Amphrosion art. No.
Repeatedly on schedule until.
Okay,
Alright.
I'm not going to. Let's not. It's
That's
fine.
fine.
Everything you are doing is fine.
Yes, everything is under control, and if it's not, in the very unlikely scenario where things get out of control, you have us. We have survived an incident, and we are equipped to deal with other incidents. And while we are here, you will not come to harm, I assure you.
She's looking fixedly at Edward now. Oh, thank you. I don't know how you survived all that, but thank you so much. I'm sure you must have seen way worse things than some silly old mirror.
We've seen many terrible things, but we all, with the grace of our abilities and our teamwork, we came together as one, and we conquered it. And whatever's here, if there is a thing, and it doesn't feel that there is anything to worry yourself about. If there is, however, we will conquer it all the same together as a team. Isn't that right? Team.
Yes, of course.
Yes. See, we're all in agreement.
The resounding.
It's all very
Harlan's
resounding.
response is immediate. I can't help the other guys.
It's all resounding and very charismatic. My
Yes.
team.
It's almost like you're just a bunch of random assholes.
Get a strong bond.
Yeah.
Forged in fire.
Maya takes out her rifle and just starts polishing it.
Maya.
No. She's the quiet, stoic one. She speaks less in words and more in action. It's her character. Don't worry about it.
It's not
So-
a threat. She's just an
That's
idiot.
a weird way to talk about another person. That's a strange thing to say, my friend.
We all know his opinion on me.
Look, I'm going to focus on what she does physically and less what she does mentally.
Miss Alice, if there are any undead in this estate, we'll see to them being dealt with. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
But there's not.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to be looking into this mirror itself to make sure that the thing that you saw, whatever it is, will also not be an issue. You said that some of the other maids had mentioned seeing things in the past.
Oh, that's
that it was mostly
usually guests who
But
see
Wicker
things in it.
knows.
Hey, look,
He probably would know about that. Yes.
I will ask him personally. Thank you.
I mean, asking about the known properties of the artifact of our patron, I think, is a fair cop.
If there have been sightings in the past,
The motherfucker has it in his collection. He had to have studied it at some point.
indeed, but he's being reticent with information.
Maybe he's just a dentist that likes old things.
That would be very frustrating. But now that you've mentioned it, I can't get it out of my head that he only knows teeth.
He only knows teeth.
That's why
Oh,
one
me
of
the
the
murder
scepter has a skull at the stop.
We don't know what
part of it.
kind of doctor he is.
So
Oh,
Dr.
he's a-
Zitaru did call him the premier scholar
called him
of
a
ancient
colleague.
Amphrosia
all right,
at
yeah.
some point.
Okay, so he's an anthropologist. That's fine. That's great. At least he's not a dentist.
But it'd be very funny if he was a dentist who was part of a historical society. And he's like, oh, I'm the foremost scholar of Amphrosion artifacts. Look, I own a mirror.
Yes.
He didn't
You
ask him
did.
about his wealth or history. That's also
Yes.
true. Or
And
anything
my
like that.
mother. My mother pushed me in my line of work. She said I would be a dentist.
Well,
Hold on.
I hopefully he didn't say that.
But yes, we will let you
Hey.
know, Alice, if we have further questions.
All right.
Okay, so, and if that is all, Miss Alice, once again, thank you all. She seems, even if a little bit put off by
Yeah.
this summon, she seems grateful that y'all are taking her story seriously, first and foremost.
Of course.
Though she was, a little shocked to hear some of your accounts of the undead. She seems reassured now that you all, at least, are getting off the veneer of knowing what you're doing.
Of course.
She
roll
seems
express
grateful
roll.
that you'll be handling that.
Yeah, when there's something strange in your beach mansion, who you gonna call?
Amphrosion Busters.
Probably the police. You should contact.
No, absolutely
Do not
not.
call the
no.
cops. Do not call the cops.
do not call the cops. They will just come here. They'll just fucking kick stuff over, steal some things, and then leave and say
Exactly.
nothing was reported.
They'll take the mirror, and then you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, well, if the mirror appears valuable, sure, they'll take the mirror. Look, I didn't need to start in the prison scenario to be anti-pig.
True.
Who among us?
Who among us out here is not going to immediately take pot shots at the pigs?
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of,
Oh,
does Hugh Gilt have any idea what the fuck's going on with this mayor?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fair.
If you make any comparisons to the police, Hugit will take a lot of exception to that. Just to be clear, he's a private detective. It's not associated with the police.
he does have contacts in the force, though.
No, he's yeah. If you talk to Gil about this, he'll say, "Well, I didn't expect to find myself in the middle of another mystery, so soon after breaking out of prison. I can tell you that. It's intriguing."
We intend to lean on your expertise.
Do you have expertise?
Well,
Hugh Gilt is a genius detective, and the entire reason we're alive right now.
Yes. This might not be one of his areas of expertise.
Solving the.
I did mean to speak with you about this, Mr. Koloth. I am afraid I will not be hanging around these parts for too long. I fear I must get back to my old haunt. In Old Town. It's been so long, and I'm afraid of what happened to in the neighborhood of my absence.
Are
Now
you going to have a place to stay?
I have a few options, and a few couches I could crash on. Certainly, at least I think I do. It has been a bit of time. It kind of screws up his face, like thinking about that. Need to get back in contact with some of my associates, make sure they're doing all right. As for the case of the mirror, very intriguing. I often find that these sorts of cases are often, well, false alarms, some sort of trick, some sort of smoke and mirrors. No pun intended there. Being put on, something more. There's more human element underneath, something being hidden. In this case, however, given the fact that, well, what we just witnessed last night, what happened at the same course of that evening involving another artifact, I say there has to be some sort of. I don't see the connection yet. There must be something. I don't believe in coincidences, Mr. Koloss. Some kind of connection between what we
That was my
saw
thought.
and what is happening here. most likely you will be dealing with another sort of arcane happenstance instead of a criminal one, which is more up my alley.
Wow.
Tread lightly. That is where things get most deadly. Of course, I
That
have.
perspective helps much.
Yes, I have seen my fair share of cases involving Amphrosian artifacts. Even in my line of work, those tend to float around in the black market among the criminal enterprises where they are most valued. And they can be useful, but deadly even to the users.
Well,
But like I said,
thanks for
I'm gonna have to bid you my leave. I don't plan on staying another night here. I'm gonna have to bid you farewell, at least for now. He kind of gives like a lightless salute.
Oh,
I will be
offer a
back to
big
check
hand.
on you. Yeah, he will like take that, shake it very hardly.
Where should we go besides Old Town if we have need of contacting you again?
Well, he kind of thinks this over. I have a couple addresses I can give you. You have a.
Sure.
He kind of fishes around the desk for a pen and parchment.
Yeah. Just it'll be useful because we don't know what else we're going to come across in this place.
You know, Hugh,
Yes, yes, miss.
if you need a job done, keep us in mind, yeah?
Oh, don't worry. I have an eye and my ear out for talent, and well, I'm most curious as to what y'all kind of making of yourselves now that you've got your sweet freedom.
Yeah, that's the truth. Let's hope we keep it. And same goes to you. Try to keep out of trouble.
He nods. Excuse me. I have to look through some very ancient notes real quick.
That's very fair. Do you want to take a 10-15 minute break?
I'm good. I actually already found.
Hell
Alright,
yeah, look at
fantastic.
Grace go.
The note. He's going to write down 2 addresses. And you notice, Carmen, these are both off of Z Street. As he mentioned that since he was a resident of there.
Yeah, alright. We actually do
And-
know where these are.
If you can't, this is the address I'm going to. First, he circles it. If you go to this address, circles it. Be very wary. Don't announce yourself. Knock on the door. 3 times. Then stop.
Alright.
Then knock on the door. 5 times. Then stop. When
Sounds about right.
the doorman answers, tell him you're looking for Detective Guilt. Remember, only go to this address if you can't find me at the first one. If you go to this first address, you don't see me there, ask for a woman by the name of Vesmo.
Vesmo?
Koloth. Very notably, when he says that name, you know that it's Goblinese. It sounds like a
Interesting.
hobgoblin's name.
Is that a clan I know?
You can make a history check. You know what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
Koloth, you really should have advantage with this roll, so go ahead and roll again.
Oh, bless you for that. Don't worry, I'll roll above 10 at some point.
Oh,
I
look at that.
technically did.
Look
Did it.
at you.
If that's not it, I will spend the die.
So, the name...
never mind. I had to do it before I looked. So,
Spend the
yes, I
die.
do.
It's
I
14.
just
Spend the
do.
die.
I
Yeah,
just do.
DCs.
Yeah, I just do it. I just did it.
DC. Oh, look at that. 20.
Dibbed it.
Okay.
Very good.
You recognize that this name is fake, actually. This
Oh,
is this
go
is the name of a historic clan that has been long around for a while. Someone is using the name Vesmo to cover up their actual clan name.
Koloth kind of chuckles openly, and then he looks and meets Hilt's gaze to see if he knows anything, or if it's like a real name. It's like, ha, like, I get it, that's your code name.
And guilt doesn't seem to like pick up on that.
Oh, Hugh, is that that's like a signal name, or is that a real person that we should be locating?
Well, that's the name that she goes by. Kind of scratches his head a bit.
I don't know a clan by that name that still
Then
exists.
he does the he makes like he touches the side of his nose like this.
Oh, okay, then he would have not continued with that. He would have just been like, oh, okay.
Well, anyways, I have to admit I have been quite worried. It's been a couple of years since I've been haunting these streets, picking up cases. I don't know what happens with we're able to go on. Thankfully, I did before I I figured something like this would happen soon. Before I was incarcerated, kept from the job I did, start to help build up some local talent. And last I heard, one of them was taking off, so I would like to check in, make sure see where that's gone.
We wish you only the best, Guilt. And please, if you have the chance, and you find yourself near Seaski Street, Clan Koloth will happily do anything for you they can.
He nods. It's like, I appreciate that honor, Mr. Koloth. Believe me.
And Gil, if you have the time,
Why
I hear
yes.
Ranger Rick is showing at the talkies.
He smiles.
just like, yes, I invite you to see my movie.
Well, like I said, I'll be in touch. Unless I get, I've been living off in these mean streets for years, and I don't see myself getting, put in a big sleep right immediately. I'll be around. Might even stop by at this, Dr. Whitehall's estate if he'll have me back. He kind of chuckles at that. But yes, if there's anything else I can do for you all when I'm back in Old Town, just let me know.
We appreciate the assistance, Gil.
All right. He's. I'll be in our room. He says to Koloth and goes back upstairs. You see him to get his stuff together.
You good, Koloth?
Oh, Gilt's a good man, very talented.
That isn't what I asked, but yeah, he is.
Oh, of course. We have a
Yeah.
task in front of us.
Yeah. Gilt's going to not be living with you guys, but he will be
That's
accessible.
so valid.
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean,
He'll be a contact. It's yeah.
Yeah.
And so they let him leave the estate undisturbed?
You're not sure yet. He's telling you his plans.
That might be a gambit on Guild's part. This is I'm just
it
gonna
might
leave.
be he is taking us as a group and the people who watch us over
Well,
them
he's also
looking over one little guy.
you know what? He's probably using our operation to look at the mirrors to like get attention off of him.
That's what I meant.
Especially because we're gonna question Wicker next, and then I want to go see the mirror.
Yeah, for sure.
By the way, Cheekbones, you have a way to like determine what this thing is or what enchantments are upon it, yeah?
Potentially, yeah. I do. It sounds strange to like kind of put this like requirement out. I don't understand the specific nature of it. I am aware that I need a pearl. If you want me to examine something to see what it can do, I'm gonna need a pearl.
We'll let Wicker know.
All right, fantastic. That might be
What
a higher price
kind
point
of
than
pearl?
just a pearl. Let me take a look at identifier real quick.
Doesn't it require 50?
Yeah, you check your book.
Pearl? Also, do we need to get food for your dad, or is he like going to?
Well,
Get
I mean,
someone
food
else.
is regularly delivered to us anyway.
Well, yeah, but he can't get out of a bed.
That's why food's delivered to him. I'm not sure. What
Oh,
you're not
I heard
understanding.
delivered to us, not delivered to him. Those two things are different things.
Yeah, he's actually the big draw of this group, so.
All right, I will say that a pearl of the exact nature and length and value is beyond our current.
Yeah, that's current beyond our grasp.
Yeah.
We just need to borrow it.
If the doctor would be kind enough, perhaps.
Because we're looking at a pearl worth 17 notes.
Yep. Well, let's go
I
talk to the butler.
Okay, so you request to see Mr. Wicker, and I say that because even if he's not necessarily hovering around you guys, like, there's people outside the guest house at all times, so you can just be like, hey, I want to see the butler.
Yes.
And he will arrive shortly after that. And kind of Grial says, madams, what can I do
no.
for
Appreciate
you?
you
Sorry.
taking the time.
A budget has been laid before us and it's been most gracious. However, not to buy, not to own in perpetuity. However, I would like to lobby an item to rent, to borrow for this particular excursion, a pearl, a spell casting component. In order to cast a specific spell, in order to identify the ins and outs of this artifact.
I can forward that request to Dr. Whitehall.
I'd also like to hear your account of some of the guests' visions that they have seen in the mirror.
Alright,
And any that you yourself may have had.
I specifically summoned you to lodge the requisition for the pearl. All of this is independent of me.
Of course. I can, inform Mr. Koloth of what he requests. There have been several incidents regarding the Mirror of Ego in the past. It's been here for quite some time. He's going to describe some parties that occurred in this estate in the past, where some associates, some people from the university have come over to see it, to see his collection of artifacts, and he's very polite how he describes this, but he does intimate that there was perhaps drinks involved, people looking in the mirror, and while they're discussing what it might have been used for or its properties, some people getting convinced that they saw some sort of apparitions while they were looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Less helpful than I had expected. The previous
I
maid.
apologize, sir.
No need to apologize.
If
Thank
sir
you for
would like
your
to
honesty.
learn more about the Mirror's history, I would recommend perhaps speaking with the master of the house himself about it. We
More
could perhaps
perspective.
chance to speak to him about your requisition of his pearl while you're there.
I suppose that would be smart.
He nods.
Maybe we should forward a second request to meet.
I will forward that request if you'd like to speak with him personally. Also, I'd like to let you know, Mr. Koloth, that the tailor that you requested will be here shortly.
Excellent. And once we have that equipment, I would like to see the mirror myself.
He
How would I
nods.
go about arranging a viewing?
The equipment has been sent for. He looks at his watch again. I reckon it will be here within an hour.
I trust you. I'm merely mentioning the order of events, as you seem to be so careful with our whereabouts.
He nods. Of course. Like I said, we have been informed to make your stay as comfortable as possible.
We appreciate it.
Shall I pass along these requests then?
If you would. Do you
Nods.
have anything else, Carmen?
And it's not, it indeed is not too long after Mr. Wicker leaves that you indeed do hear that same whimsical doorbell ring again. The ding dong dong.
We will go back downstairs once more to open up the door unless someone else wants to. Honestly, you know what, Ed? You do it this time.
Fair enough. Yeah, sure. I'll walk ahead against all better judgment, and I'll open the door.
And you see none other than Dr. Whitehall. He's got a glass in one hand, his arms are wide. It's like, Edward, my good sir. Why, I just saw my good butler. He said that you wished to speak with me, so I thought, why wait for you to make all your ways all the way back to the state? Why don't I check in with you all here? After all, I am your host. He kind of chuckles.
Of course. I mean, this is a great honor, and it is very much appreciated. We have a fair few questions, don't we all?
Right, of course. He walks past you into the guest house. How's everybody getting along?
Very well. We certainly had time to get to know one another.
Well, I imagine so. Well, what you told me, you spent some time together. Kind of gives you a look, knowing look.
Some more than others, but yes, altogether, I feel that this is a fine team that is able to work together well enough.
Oh, wonderful! I'm glad to hear it. I am most excited to see what you will make of this whole nonsense with the mirror. Yeah, you spoke with Miss Alice, I heard. Wonderful.
Yes, just keeping abreast on the situation. Everyone has been in contact with the artifact. Speaking of which, we had some questions about the artifact itself. Considering that, given your own expertise, I feel that we should, in our approach, know everything we should know about the artifact ahead of time, so as to avoid any unnecessary complications and to avoid damaging it.
Oh, well, that is most thoughtful. Shall we convene? He to kind of motions upstairs.
Of course, yes. We should convene. Yeah. We should all convene. Make sure a seat is available for our host.
Sure.
There's space on the couch.
Give him the love seat.
You have the
Yeah,
love seat,
I
but
believe there's a whole chaise lounge available now that you've
vacated
stood up.
it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Look at that. I thought I had.
And he sits down without any kind of
Of course. Why?
offering.
It's his.
'Cause he
Yep.
sits down,
Of course.
gets his feet up a bit. Oh, it's a tad stuffy in here. Well, let me know. It's been some time since I've had people stay over in this little house. I could use a little touching up, I think. Maybe some more chairs.
In time, in time, yes. There are some thoughts, but on important matters that can be addressed after we deal with the mirror.
He nods. Oh yes, the mirror. I'm glad to see that you have a curious mind regarding the mirror. Yes, quite smart. Get all the knowledge you can before you approach it.
Of course. Speaking of which, it came into your possession how long ago?
Oh, good chap. It's been starts kind of thinking back. Almost 20 years now.
20
That
years.
expedition in the far west. Oh,
Far-
indeed.
Far west. And it's only started acting up now.
Well, indeed. He kind of chuckles. It's been not an object of vexation for me, although this time that I've had it. If I'm being honest.
Why did you ask for it to be curtained after Alice saw it?
Well, I did some rather basic preliminary tests, my dear, and I did unfortunately get some readings positive for, well, I hate to say it, necromantic magic as well as illusion.
Was this the first ever time that such had happened before?
No. The mirror
No.
was active. It was active when I first acquired it. But once it was taken away from its point of origin, it went dormant.
When it was active... I'm sorry, go ahead, Trent.
It remained dormant when it was removed from its point of origin, but it is acted out on occasion.
I rather would almost wish it would have acted out. I have done many tests to sort of glean its original purpose, and no. All this time I've had it underneath my roof, it has not been activated. Not once. Others have tried, trust me.
Well,
And I left
speaking of
them
which-
because I knew they would be unsuccessful.
Of course, you were assured, which means that you went through the proper channels of having it identified.
Of course.
Well, he
good chum.
identified it previously.
When you speak of proper channels regarding Amphrosian artifacts, how do I put this in a way to not be too blunt? For most people, I am the proper channels.
That's why I'm asking you, of course.
Ah, I see. Well, yes. I have rigorously tested it, studied it these years. Now, I will say, there are runic symbols on this mirror, writings in ancient Amphrosian. Do not attempt to read those.
I have been made aware that attempting to read and understand ancient Amphrosian has a debilitating effect on one's mind.
Of course, this is why I do not let, guests view the mirror unaccompanied. My servants, of course, already know not to. Not that they are equipped to do such a thing. They know not to attempt to read the mirror. It can be very damaging to one's mind.
Did Eliza try to read the mirror?
Alice?
No, the one before Alice.
Elma, I don't believe so.
Oh, I had the name wrong. It was what?
Elma.
Elma?
Elma? Jeez, I got one letter correct.
You're good, because in my head I had Eunice.
That would be good.
Man,
This
that
is
is
good.
all over the place.
When you first came across this artifact 30 years ago, you said it was active. What happened then?
Well, it was everybody in the expedition. We all made an agreement. We would take the mirror to make sure that it would not ever be activated by improper hands. As soon as it was out of its place of origin, which was a very ancient ruin, its powers seemed to have left it.
What did you face any hallucinations or illusions or anything of that nature when you attempted to take it out of its original holding?
There were some creatures, and that his eyes kind of like narrow a bit as he seems to be looking to faraway memories. There were some strange creatures in that ancient temple. Unfortunately, no matter how much they moved, I couldn't get a clearer view of them.
Interesting.
We lost one man. He kind of shakes out of that. But those were my old adventuring days. They're far behind me.
Well, it's active now.
It seems possible, yes, that given the fact that it is positive for these magical energies, it is indeed active. Which is why, of course, I made the precaution to see that no one else go in there for the time being until I've construed a plan and how I wish to proceed to inspect it.
For us, we are no strangers.
I think we are his plan.
Well, no, like as I said, we are no strangers to active Amphrosian artifacts. We represented the scepter, its dangers, what it is capable of. Another, we should be able to handle just fine without endangering its constitution.
Well, indeed. It is an artifact of some incalculable worth, I assure you.
Oh.
It was stolen from me once. Just so you're aware, so we are forthwith about this.
Oh,
Stolen by who?
how often are artifacts stolen from this?
Well,
Only the one
well-
time.
the one time, this specific artifact, how long was it outside of your hands, and do you know who stole it from you?
Merely 2 years. It was an inside job from a guest that I had over. Thankfully, the person in question, who I will not name, well, she got in trouble with the law again later. And this, among a few other artifacts, were reclaimed from her possessions, and because I had an in with the police, it was returned to its rightful owner.
She seemed out of sorts then, this suspect.
Oh, well, if you ever met her, out of sorts is, well, it's beyond her, unfortunately.
I mean, if it's beyond her, I mean, she was invited into your home. Was it a big surprise that she was the one who absconded with your mirror?
It was at first, but some things came out about her character. Unfortunately.
I see.
She was implicated in a murder.
That would do it, I imagine. So to complicate things. She was implicated in a murder. Was she implicated in anything else, or was that just it? The larceny of the mirror and the murder.
Thankfully, the mirror didn't make it into the papers. That would have been embarrassing. No, it was a large case involving a celebrity. Well, I don't dare give more details, or since you are, well, residents of the city, you might have heard of it. If I give any more details, you'll know who I'm talking about.
That's fine. We are not here to, this is not a gossip rag after all. We're here to discuss the details concerning the mirror and its current state of things. I will respect that.
Thank you so much.
My
You're a good
compatriots, yes, I'm a good chap. My compatriots, they take notes, however, less so, but we don't need to talk about that.
But if you wish to know the nature of the mirror itself, I have accumulated some theories.
Yeah, I'm open to theories. I know that, like, the scepter, as we have brought into your ownership, it is tied heavily to necromancy and the control of undead.
Of course. And speaking of the dead, well, I have postulated a theory regarding this mirror. Was object of great worth even to the ancient Amphrosians, I believe. I think its purpose was to capture the image of someone and keep it in eternity, so that one could look into the mirror and see the faces of the dead.
That would explain the ghostly figures that many have described.
A gross immortalization of individuals within a mirror. Okay, well, good to know that, all right, everyone who comes in contact with me, oh, look at that, you're immortalized, whatever that may end up actually being.
It's interesting, no, that it activated on the long nacht.
It certainly is interesting, isn't it, my dear?
Especially when Morgato also activated on the long nacht.
No, I did have some thoughts regarding that. Curious. One artifact, well, the Black Skull Scepter, you brought it to me, it was active. The same night, my artifact was also activated.
Do you know of other Amphrosian artifacts that are necromantic in origin that could also be active within the city?
He chuckles. Most Amphrosian artifacts have some form of spirit manipulation involved, unfortunately. That was their, well, as I said, as a scholar of ancient Amphosia, that seems to be their main source of power.
So you mean to say that there could be multiple Amphrosian artifacts that are currently activated within the city?
Oh, well, if more were to be activated last night, there will be many, yes. There, as I said, these artifacts fall into the wrong hands near constantly, I'm afraid. There is a strong black market for Amphrosian artifacts for those who love to get their hands on them. They are, of course...
So not only could multiple Amphrosian artifacts be in the hands of individuals, but they could also be activated irregardless of said individuals' knowledge and or purposes.
Now, let me be forthright. Most of these artifacts are not nearly as powerful. They're not as damaging.
Sure, they can just raise, 1 or 2 zombies that can then cause a zombie outbreak in the city, rather than 9.
No, my dear, how about we focus on one zombie outbreak at a time, and we shall tackle any that come forthwith.
There's a forced relaxation of her shoulders. Go ahead.
We have the scepter, safely contains. While it is here, it will not fall into the wrong hands. Trust me. I have not made a mistake to trust the wrong person again. In fact, I do not really entertain guests like I used to. Now, the mirror, of course, we know is active. Probably active. We should focus on that first, I think.
There's a nod.
Which you have so graciously decided to lend me your aid in. I'm afraid that my adventuring days are far behind me. No, it's been some time since I've been on expedition. I did not think that any of the old, trinkets I've gathered would suddenly come to life as this one has. Though I am fascinated to see what will happen. Don't get me wrong, from a scholarly perspective.
How did you inactivate it the first time?
It became inert when we took it from its point of origin. Have you ever... Well, you're not a classically trained individual. You see, if you go to a ancient Amphrosian site, it is imbued with so much arcane energy. There is this sort of a mist surrounding it. They call it ether gloam. In reality, it is a sort of a primordial version of ethereal light. Unrefined. It's pure magical energy. It causes all sorts of strange occurrences. One cannot safely cast magic when one is within this mist. It is outside of the aether gloam that this mirror became inert.
We probably need to go look at the mirror.
Oh, if you
That
say
would be the
so.
next step.
And as you
I don't know
say
what
that,
else we can do without it.
there's another. We have the Brody. Bing bong bong. Oh, I think that's the tailor. He kind of stands up. Well, Mr. Koloth, are you ready to be measured? Thus, your investigation is interrupted as a dwarven tailor wearing like a nice suit, and he's got these like curly, well-oiled hair and beard. Comes forward with a very large suitcase full of materials and clothes. For those of you who are not going to be measured, he shows up with extra clothes that you guys can wear since you asked for that.
Yeah.
It's an assortment of casual wear, some off-the-rack suits, and some dresses that you all of different to fit different species that you all can choose from. Koloth, you're gonna get fussed over for the next 10 minutes or so, as the Dwarven tailor is going to be taking your measurements in your room.
Okay. And
He's going to ask you about your preferences. So it's like, would Mr. like the classic black, or would you like the? We have a wonderful slate gray color. For your skin complexion, I recommend the chestnut brown. He's kind of gives you like different like fabric swaths to look at and stuff. Also, I have a clean white or a cream color. I do not recommend that Mr. wear that during the wintry months. Out of fashion, yes, but come spring, will look nice and fresh. He's like talking to you with a thick accent about it. Very professional.
your apparent talents, but I must ask for the classic at this time. At future dates, I may be able to take advantage of your extensive catalog.
Of course. Of course. See, classic is classic for a reason, yes? You get measured for a nice classic black suit. Anyone else want to get measured?
Ed's gonna want to get measured.
Hell yeah.
Ed wants to
He brought extra clothes for the others, correct?
Yeah, there's clothes that you can wear now. They're
That
not exact fits because it was just like
that is all Carmen cares about,
Yeah.
unfortunately, as much as I hate to say it.
Yeah,
Okay.
what type of clothes did he bring?
Girlies after practicality.
there is some leisure wear, some kind of it's winter time, so there's these longer dresses and sweaters and stuff.
Maya look through it, hate everything, and then
Oh.
get in line to get measured.
Hell yeah.
No, if you don't take any of the clothes that was brought over, you are going to have to wait a while for that the suits or whatever you measured for it to be made. Just so you know.
Yep.
But yeah, he will measure.
She'll throw on like an oversized dress temporarily, but she is clearly put upon.
For the for Maya, it'll be he'll suggest measuring like your waistline and stuff, like suggest different fitted dresses, ask you your preference.
I mean, what what Ed's asking for is very classic. Just, classic suits. Nothing too fancy, nothing too out there, nothing too exotic. An exotic is Goblin, of course.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
traditional.
Koloth has lived in the city for more than a few years, and he does wear new Amphrosian styles.
Of course.
It's not a Goblin, dude.
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
For his part, Callum will find off the rack a pair of trousers and a dress shirt that more or less fit, and then the heaviest coat that he can comfortably wear over top. Doesn't get in line to get measured.
All right. So, yeah, you've all, basically everybody at this point except for Carmen gets measured. And, so, Callum, they did bring some things fitted specifically for halflings because that's what they were told was going to be there. So you have, this nice wool and coat that is like the right length and everything for you that you can wear. It's a little, it's like a dark gray, so it's not like flamboyant or anything. It's just nice and cozy.
As long as it's warm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Around the time that you all are finishing getting fitted, there is another arrival at the door. This time it's a host of servants carrying these huge suitcases, some like dragging in, and you see that the equipment that you ordered has arrived.
Ooh. If the sword and the lance are there, Koloth will take them, thank the doctor, and ask if there's space for him to start practicing his katas. Gotta get back into it. It's been like 3 months, 5 months since he's touched them.
Oh, hi. Traditional hobgoblin sword sparring. I would love to see that. I think you should have some space in the lawn.
Oh, you are most welcome to. And if you're a practitioner yourself, you're more than welcome to join me.
Oh, I can't pretend, but well, you do tempt me, Mr. Koloth.
I can't pretend.
Koloth, did you specify any specific kind of sword you wanted?
Of course, yeah. They're required to be worthy of the children of Gozar.
That's what you said. Okay.
That's what was written in that was dictated. Just like, it's like, did you write that down exact?
It's on the slip. It's right there.
So, I know they have a bugbear on staff, which means that it shouldn't be difficult.
As you're being presented the sword, Whitehall will be there, seeming like eager. It's like it took them some time to find this, but I hope you will find this suitable, Mr. Koloth. And he opens it, and you can see that this is clearly made to replicate an actual goblinese military sword.
Oh.
Since you specified you wanted it to be worthy of of a child of Gozar, they seem to have hunted down something that's meant to, at least replicate that for you. The kind that would have been used in the Century War.
Traditional. It's perfect.
Not.
He'll pick it up and start moving around with it. As soon as we go outside, of course. That's fine. Listen, we can use bugbear swords.
Yeah, it's on the larger side.
Yeah.
That's what we're trained on. We're just not nearly as good at using them as the bugbears.
Fascinating. He kind of nods along to that. Well, yes, the long arms of the bugbear race I'm told they were quite intimidating in combat.
They're blessed by the warlord himself to fight in those armies. We acknowledge this and we respect it. That is why they're masters of all forms of combat.
And you all now gather your gear. As I have been hinted at, you wish to proceed now to the showroom, to where the mirror is kept. Is that correct?
Yes. We wish
Next step.
Next step, yes.
Yeah, okay. After you've taken some time, assuming you're going to put your new gear on, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, a lot of that means wearing old gear, so I'll probably steal a pair of pants and a shirt from the dwarf as well. Just like a white cotton one that I can put the leathers on top of.
Of course.
The vest over.
And so you are escorted back to the main estate. This time up a large, elegant set of stairs to the second floor. You're escorted to a pair of stately double doors. And Mr. Wicker himself will be there, waiting for you all. She looks you over, kind of nods. When the sirs and madams are ready, I have been instructed to admit you to the showroom. I have also been instructed that for the safety of the residents of the estate, that the doors should be shut when possible. Are you in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Very well. He takes a large key ring and flips through it rather rapidly with his fingers, selects one ornate key, goes, and puts it into the lock, one side and then the other. You hear clink, a clink, steps back, nods at you, and motions. I will be waiting out here when you are ready.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
And so, you enter a room that feels as though it belongs in an elegant gallery or a museum. As you look around, upon every wall, you see some ancient curiosities are situated in glass showcases. However, something feels awry immediately as you step in. There are no lights to illuminate any of them. In fact, as you step over the elegant carpet, your feet, you hear a clink, and you look down, you see broken glass and the remnants of the chandeliers that were once hanging over your heads lie strewn everywhere. And as you glance around the artifacts displayed, you see things such as a smooth black orb suspended in its case, without any crack or fault, pure black. You see an armored gauntlet, propped up but missing several fingers. You see a stone mask with bizarre contorted features. In one of them there's a ring with a singular set black diamond. But at the very far end of the showroom, the pièce de résistance, a full-length, completely silver mirror, lined in runes, except at the very top there looks like to be some sort the outline of a face with a elongated open mouth and dark eyes. Let me take you there. And as I said, the room you're entering is in darkness. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate it.
Makes sense.
If you wish to activate any lights you wish, you can do so now.
This the broken glass?
Yes, you see broken glass, fallen places where there were lighting from over your head have been shattered.
Interesting.
I am in pitch blackness.
Yep.
Can someone else assist?
Trent, your time to shine.
Trent is a.
No, what do you mean it's my time to shine? I see nothing but myself.
Yes.
The game is
do you
currently
have
paused.
any sort of light spells or anything that you could use to assist us in this situation?
I do have yes, I do have
Could
a
you
spell.
please do that before the Amphrosian artifact deigns to attack us?
Sure, yes. You know what? I still have the badge from the prison uniform. I'm going to cast a light on that because I have trouble letting things go, so I still have that badge. So,
The glass worries me.
I mean, yes, the glass does. The artifact was just one
looked
mirror.
at less than 24 hours ago, was it not, Grace?
Yes. Last night.
No one mentioned broken lights.
Nope.
Well, how many mirrors did he say there were?
So these here are showcases
Oh, okay.
on either side.
And is it just the lights above the showcases that broke,
have been
or
broken?
is the glass on the showcases broken?
The glass in the showcases is still intact.
Also the goddess for small miracles.
Do the chandeliers look like they were like detached from the ceiling and fell down, or are they like broken up above us? Still kind of the remnants back
Yeah,
and
are they
forth?
hanging?
They still are hanging. They look like that their parts that held the bulbs are shattered.
What's inside the actual display cases? Anything interesting?
She
Some of the
mentioned a few of them.
artifacts, yeah, that I described. That one is going to be the mirror with, the ring with the black diamond.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be careful about staring into the mirror.
Please don't.
Hey Ed, can you move up slightly? You're our light.
Oh, I'm the light. Sure, why not? Oh.
You are.
I'd like to inspect some of these broken light shards. Do they appear that they were intentionally smashed, or that they exploded from something like getting too much power?
Make an investigation check. This will be, with your intelligence. It's as you're analyzing.
Is it entirely possible that the time we spent between now and this time this morning was a short rest, perhaps?
I mean, you weren't doing anything.
I'm asking for a friend. I'm gonna make a tactical assessment of his lighting. Well, it sucks I have to announce this
Okay.
beforehand.
Natural 20. Total of 21. Oh, you wanted to do a tactical one, so 26
I have to
total.
declare it beforehand. When I make the check, that's when I do it.
Makes sense.
Can we house rule that?
No, it's good. It keeps it less strong.
You know what?
You're a
That's
fighter,
fair.
What the fuck are you talking about? Less strong.
That's just super annoying.
26 on identifying what might have shattered the glass.
25?
Yes,
26.
very high. You look at the carpet. You look at the spot, the carpet where there's some shattered glass. You look up directly up. You see the chandelier. You see the jagged marks of where the bulbs have been broken. You look down. You see where they fell. They seem to you notice that they are fallen in a pattern as if they've cascaded off of something. You look down. You at the carpet. You see that there has been a lip that's been moved, like something's been dragged across. You look to the far wall, you see a stool, as if somebody climbed on the stool to break the chandelier.
Oh.
Interesting. It looks like these were broken intentionally. Somebody may have dragged something over here to step on. Like a person.
So that no one could see themselves in the mirror?
That sounds like a precaution. Like perhaps something that Wicker or the doctor would have told us. I think maybe this is something done without their consent. Oh, there's a stool right there. I bet that's what they used.
Why smash up the chandeliers?
Light sources.
Are they still emitting light overhead?
Nope.
Okay. Nothing in the room is emitting any light other than...
Other
Other than
Edward.
Ed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go look at that stool. Be careful.
Grace, I'd like to begin ritually casting Detect Magic.
Okay. So that will take you a few minutes if you get started on
10
that.
minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So he'll sit up here in the center of the room and kind of like kneel down and start getting a feel for everything.
And Maya, what are you doing over there?
She's creeping around the side of the mirror. She kind of
Not
wants
look in the
to
mirror.
look behind the mirror.
Okay. You're allowed to look
looking
behind
in
the
it.
mirror. Do not look in the mirror.
I'm not looking in it.
If she can't do so without touching it, she's not gonna do it. Because she knows Carmen's gonna yell at her if she tries to touch
It's
it.
true. She will.
But really, you should just touch it.
No.
Give it a good lick.
Don't do that. Only villains do that.
Yes, only villains do that.
All right, Ed. Do you want to go lick the mirror?
Why does... How is that the
Oh, because
immediate
you made a
link?
sarcastic comment.
I do that a lot.
Hold up.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Yeah, all right.
Ed should definitely look the mirror.
Do
Wait,
not look
what?
the mirror.
Maya, you look to the back part of the mirror, and you see as you look, it is pure silver and it is shined. As you look, you catch a glimmer of your silhouette styled against it.
Is the silhouette doing anything interesting?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
All right, who's ready for nat ones?
I saw it hovering there, and that would have been really funny.
Okay. As you move your silhouette again, you see your silhouette shimmer against the mirror, and when you move, you notice that just as you're starting to look away, you look back. There was a slight lag from when you moved and you saw your reflection on it.
Maya.
You know, Carmen,
Mm.
I want to look.
There's a pause, and followed by an immediate long-suffering sigh as she pulls out the baton.
you guys are like doing that, and Koloth is kind of mumbling no mostly himself, like, they must have dragged the stool. I wonder why they didn't pick it up. Maybe they were small.
I want to look, but you know,
Everybody, she's about to look. Get in positions.
I think Ed should look.
Do not make Ed look.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why should I look? Why am I the immediate first party to look at an unknown thing?
Really, nobody should be looking in the mirror.
No one should be looking in the mirror. If you are about to look in the mirror, Maya, we do need to be ready for you to look in the mirror.
You know what? Honestly, maybe. I mean, I need to get a feel for it, don't I? I need to understand it.
Do you? I don't think you do.
I'd recommend against it.
Ed would
I
have
mean,
to
all of
look
us.
in the mirror if he were to read the mirror's thoughts.
And I do.
I don't think we want to know the mirror's thoughts.
Why would we not want to know the mirror's thoughts?
We are here to
Because
solve.
it's an Amphrosion artifact.
We are here to solve the problem with the Amphrosian artifact, and if this leads us to finding the issue, all the better to resolve it. I think maybe I should take a look.
Really, I think Wicker did it.
I think Wicker busted up the lamps.
His small stature would explain why one would need to drag a stool. And he acted as if Alice's earlier statements were unfounded, even though with the long time he spent with the doctor, he would certainly know that such effects could occur.
And all this would have been brought up to the attention of his lord, yes?
Well, no, not if he was hiding it.
If
Right?
he was hiding it, that's the
what
key
you're
point.
thinking.
So
He
awfully high up
activated
on
the mirror.
the ceiling.
I am
Is that
gonna
what you're
check-
saying, Koloff?
Well, exactly that. But you're right, it is a bit high to the ceiling. Let's check to see if anything might be missing from these display cases.
By all
Could
means,
be-
do so. I think I should examine the mirror.
Well, Koloth has an interesting point.
Go on.
What if Wicker looked in the mirror
Yes.
and he changed spots?
Are you suggesting the presence of an evil Wicker that took over main Wicker?
I mean, if you say it like that.
It
It would make
sounds
sense. If he stole something, he might be waiting for us to be alone in this room, so we could be blamed for the theft.
or so that he could have fellow Mio compatriots that take the place of us. Assuming that that is what has happened.
And it would explain some things about Wicker. Like, why he is the way that he is.
Him being a prick,
You
I
mean-
think, is independent of anything the mirror has equipped with, just by virtue of his station and his employee. But you know what? Fine. Yes, he's an asshole because he is the mere version of the real Wicca. And
He's been an immaculate professional.
maybe we'll find the real Wicca within the confines of the mirror. Perhaps like there are alternative selves of us that exist in the mirror. After all, they are reflections. And what is a reflection in a mirror that is so magical that it could distort space and time? All right, if another me pops out, kill it.
Oh, I would love to.
Immediately, just like
Carmen's baton is already out. I'm sorry.
fantastic.
It's
if I
been out since Maya started
all right.
approaching the mirror.
All right, you know what? I think now that we're approaching the me, I think safe words are in order. If I feel that something is untoward, something is happening to me that I can't quite explain, beyond like a keyword. We should all have keywords, by the way. Does anyone?
Why
have
would we
anything?
say our keywords in front of the mirror? The mirror would then know what our keywords are.
Well, I'm only going to say the keyword when something amiss is happening, so that when I utter the keyword that you're all aware of, then things are going tits up.
How are we supposed to know what the keyword is then?
We should.
Or are you just gonna jump around?
I'm not going to jump around. I'm going to say a very specific thing, and if we want to avoid the mirrors, I guess we could go to the entranceway just for a moment so I can utter my keyword.
You don't need to do just taps her head. Come on.
Have someone else check the mirror, since you can read their minds.
Well, I mean,
Evil
well,
were to come out of
oh,
there and then
it's
keep
true.
it
He could also read minds. Also, I think you would have less reservations for it. Caleb, Koloff, I trust you all to deal with. If there is an evil me, to deal with me shortly. If he is the antithesis of me, if he is just a copy of me, you should be able to deal with him in short order. And then he's going to approach the mirror.
He
I like that you
approached the mirror.
specified the two men in the room. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's so rude.
you approached the mirror.
Yep.
Edward. Okay. It is.
Maya's gonna back off a little
Fascinating.
bit and point her gun at the mirror.
There's
Yes,
no
okay.
glass on this mirror, by the way.
Oh,
It is
wait,
a
there's no.
pure slab of silver that's been polished.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
And you see the runes lining the edge, going up to the round crest on top, with a kind of semblance of a face. But you look, you look into the sheen of the silver, and you do see yourself, though it's different from looking in the mirror because you are as if you are standing in a fog.
All right, we're gonna do something. Something we shouldn't do, but you know what? In terms of us not being completely there, I'm gonna be honest with you all. I have been slipping from the onset of acquiring my abilities. There's runes here, Amphrosian runes. I think I'm going to ritually cast comprehend language.
Alright. Edward is going to do exactly the one thing that his host told him not to do.
That the host told him not to do.
You have 20 minutes to stop this course of action.
10 minutes.
10
And I will
minutes.
say, yeah, Callum's ritual will go off before his does.
Yes.
All right.
And there is a, as you complete the ritual, you feel surrounding connection between you and the force of magic through the spirits around you, like tethers. You feel that pull from the mirror, this powerful, deep pull, like something from a deep abyss tugging at you. You feel that swirling necromantic energy as well as illusion that is pulling you towards it. Just as the Dr. Whitehall warned you it was. Around you, interestingly enough, these other artifacts do not give off anything except for that black diamond.
What is that giving off?
Evocation.
What do you see?
Necromancy, manipulation of spirite, illusion, manipulating of the material, vision. It's powerful and old.
Powerful magic.
It's pulling me in, trying to. Nothing else in this room is real, except that.
The
Black
artifact.
diamond.
Curious.
Don't look at the runes.
We should.
No, there's
No.
I have.
We were specifically told not to look at the runes, and this thing is activated.
He does not understand.
Yeah, and you don't
you-
understand either.
I do in part. You don't understand. The book I read, everything I've read.
I don't give a shit about your book.
I feel that if I read this, we could approach a closer understanding to
I don't
solve.
want to understand it. I want to neutralize it. And those two things are different.
They are not. To understand something is to understand its weaknesses, how to activate it, how to deactivate it. It is all entwined. Come, please, give me this. It feels right. So
Carmen,
just this once.
the null gas affected him differently. It's possible that the runes would affect him differently as well.
I'm knocking you out if you start acting weird.
Yes, please do. Knock me out. Assault me. Physically. I don't read into that the way I said it, the way it was kind of carried with a lilt. Yes, please. If I become a danger to you all, render me unconscious, but I do not feel that this will occur. But if you wish to practice caution, please move away.
The mirror itself may have very little to do with these events.
Is that yes, but Amphrosian is there, and I've read it before, and I will continue to read it. Give me a moment. And
Yes.
he opens the book.
Okay.
Before you do that, Callum will look up from where he's seated on the floor to you, Ed, and warn you. That kind of magic, it's gonna try and twist your mind up. Change what your eyes see, even if you think you can comprehend it. Be aware. Be centered. It will try and make you see things that aren't real. Be cognizant.
I am present. I am cognizant. Caleb, you don't understand. These words, these symbols, they have visited me before. I have seen things that I am not meant to see, and I will continue to see things that we are not meant to see. My eyes, my mind are warped, twisted, following a path, a line that I can't comprehend, and I feel I will never comprehend.
You're saying a lot of things that are motivating me to stop you from viewing.
It's fine. I am meant to see.
He looks over at Carmen and
The grip that she has on the baton is white-knuckled.
as soon as Ed turns to go to the thing, I think Koloth just considers do we just choke him out and pull him away? Is that what we do here?
Edward, you are
It's death
working through the
magic.
ritual. The book is hastening for you as the pages flutter.
Yeah, pages
And those-
flutter.
The script that's still similar to the script on the mirror is opening to you, as if welcoming your mind, and revealing itself to you. It feels so natural.
I
What
did
I
promise
will
I would trust him.
what I will state is Carmen doesn't necessarily know entirely what Ed's magic looks like, because a lot of the times what it is a mental presence. If she feels that, if she feels any pressure coming from him, she is going to attack him.
Oh boy, well, I mean, we're getting that revved up.
Yeah,
And,
no,
we're not
let
gonna
her
do
stay out of her head for a while.
No,
No.
like if it is a presence coming towards her from Ed, if he
Yeah.
doesn't say anything prior, because every time that he has done it previously, he has attempted some form of warning.
Yes, because
If there isn't a form of warning,
Yep.
she is attacking.
That's fair. That's a complete. This is how we endeavor people to defend themselves against me if I go evil.
We're
Edward,
discipling.
Yes.
as you all are, you're finally able to shout the words of your companions here, who are talking you out this ritual. You're coming to the end of it. Give one last moment. Let it linger in the ear for a moment. Okay. Edward, the ritual completes. And as you feel this comprehension wash over your mind, you look back up again to the mirror and you see the runes. They seem to morph before your eyes, just like when you're reading the book. They morph and change. You begin to understand them, but as they are going through this change, this metamorphosis, it's different. It's different. It's like they turn from something passive or welcoming to something antagonistic. They almost launch into your mind as you soak them in, as if they are burying into your mind, into your brain. And you see the words change, you comprehend them. They say, "That which is beheld here, may it be held once forevermore, and again nevermore." And then there are words of power repeated that you cannot translate, but it's like someone shouting them inside of your mind. And this is where, because you as a player love to stick your face into unfrozen artifacts, need to make a wisdom saving throw against madness.
All right, here we go.
You can get advantage on its own. Well, that
Ah.
works too.
16.
Hey, wait. Oh, never mind. It's a saving throw. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom saving throw. He rolls a
Also,
16.
remember, you're a human, brother. You can do human things next time.
Yes, I can do human things next time. However, at this moment, maybe I won't.
Huge.
There's a flash of pain, like a splitting migraine. You hear the words repeated in your head, echoing again and again and again, but each echo gets lighter, fainter, until they fade and roll back off of you. You are shaken, but you're not affected.
Ed?
I'm fine. Words. A lot of words.
See what I tell you? It's just like the Null gas. He's perfectly fine.
Maya.
Maya's gonna walk over to him and slap his back quite hard.
I am visibly relieved. Beloth was right to trust him.
Yes. There's the words are a riddle of sort. Some of it is obfuscated to me, of course, but what is seems this mirror has some power.
It needs to be beheld in order to... It needs to be beheld in order to have its power, right? What if we just put a cloak over it? If it can't behold anything...
The master of the house is not going to.
He's already done this, I imagine.
I
Yeah.
don't know that that
Has
meets
he?
the
Looking around,
addressing
is
of
there
our
any
contract.
sort of covering?
They even discussed a covering before we entered the room.
Oh, I might have missed that. I apologize.
Yeah, Wicker was like, they had it covered. And then the doctor was like, yeah, I've had it covered, and the room shut.
Oh no, the mirror itself was not covered
Oh,
Okay, I'm fucking right.
I'm wrong.
because no one went back into the room after the
They sealed the room.
incident.
Oh,
Okay.
after the incident.
Did he ever
Interesting.
keep it covered previously?
It was never activated previously.
Well, here it is, silver sheen. You know what? Like Edward's gonna take a look at it, and you give that that confidence statement. It's like, okay, is there a sheet nearby?
There's carpets, or sorry, rugs you can use that could probably do the trick.
All right, he's gonna take a rug, and he's just he's gonna approach the mirror. He's been in front of it. He's read the
Edward,
runes around it.
You
Yes,
approach the mirror with the cover,
I approach the mirror to cover.
and as you do, out of the corner of your eye, you see your reflection approach the mirror with the cover. But except it does not have the cover. It's simply your reflection. As you get
Oh.
closer, your reflection gets closer, and then it steps out.
Hell yeah.
There's a shimmer, and the haze thickens, and it pours out of the silver, and out of it stands your very self, looking at you. Look at you with the rug.
Maya cocks her gun.
You cock your gun, and Edward looks at himself in this silvered image, as if he was cast on the silver screen itself. It's like, oh no, now I know why they all did what I asked.
And as you behold yourself smiles back at you.
I am a handsome devil.
And in that
And
moment,
humble.
Oh no! All right, if there's one thing I don't want a copy of, it's fucking Maya.
the moment out of the shimmering mist steps out the reflective form of Maya.
All right. I have one. I only have one enemy in this world, and it's
And-
Maya's copy. Who the
Ooh,
fuck
that's
is
not bad.
that?
That's Alice.
and Miss
Oh.
Alice.
Oh, all right.
As
Well, we
they
don't have to
all
worry
in
about copy,
turn
Alice.
step out of the mist of the mirror.
If Alice turns out to be a secret badass, I'm gonna be pleasantly surprised.
Alice took
Alice
levels
pulls
of
the gun.
rogue. Fuck you.
And that is where this session is going to end.
Ah, shit! No.
Cool.
All right.
Very
All right.
hype.
Spooky.
So, Specs, if I wanted to kill your character,
Do not. No.
And that concludes another episode of Arkenmore, D&D Noir. We will be picking this up again next week. Thank you for listening.